Hi, Coach Wadley here. The video cut me off, and I wanted to continue the video about black belt and instructors and working for ourselves and working for businesses. The important thing about growing a school is to have a growth mentality, and with a growth mentality, our value is what we always have to pay attention to. The value that we bring to school, the value that we bring others. We may be a champion. We may do well in tournaments, but bring maybe a certain amount of value to the gym. Retention and how many students we keep. When a business is marketing, the amount of students that we enroll or that sign up for our program or that enjoy our program adds to the value of what we are and how we equal to a business. It doesn't have anything to do with an individual person, like my name personally. I have numbers, and I have to constantly work on improving my numbers in the business. Black belts and professors who doesn't understand that improving that 1% every day have a hard time fitting into the business aspect with working for a business owner. Most black belts I've ever worked, Brazilian Jiu-jitsu itself, even with me when I started, we had an 80% dropout rate, somewhere in there, 70 to 80%, and we kept 20 to 30% of the students. What we do over the years is we constantly work on programs that improve our numbers. And so businesses that have a curriculum, that have a system, why they have their system is to improve the dropout numbers. Because the saying is jiu-jitsu's for everyone, but is it for everyone if 80% drops out? It isn't for everyone. It's only for 20% of the population at that time. But people in America, if they form habits of doing jiu-jitsu, of doing fitness, of being off the couch, of doing anything other than sitting around playing video games, eventually they will build the habit and the love for a sport or a self-defense like jiu-jitsu. So it's very important that we retain them through their lower levels and their lower belts so that we can teach them the love of jiu-jitsu. We can inspire them as coaches, and we can teach them technique as teachers. So it's very important that we learn to be a good teacher, we learn to be a good coach, and that our retention numbers are to an acceptable amount. Anything below 50% is shrinking an academy, and it's not growing an academy. An academy does not grow with failing grades. In school, anything below 50% is a failing grade. And as a professional, as a person who's going to work 4 or 5 hours a day, get paid a salary, we do have to work on our numbers and to build our value up and constantly work on our value and what we bring to a company. Thank you.